Welcome back to the Gemini channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Gemini. Know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Always interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also know on this channel, I like to dive deep within the readings, which means that I look at everything, but we take more time to look at the spiritual blocks, shadows. See, they play those karmic themes. This will allow you to see why your person does what they do and why you're attracting what you're attracting. Gives you an opportunity to see your situation from a different perception, which allows you to incorporate new habits, new behaviorisms to completely shape shift your situation. Now, if you don't understand, just follow along and you will. Now, also know if you're connected to a Virgo or Scorpio zodiac, I have those channels as well. As an all zodiac channel, you can find all the information in the description box. Okay. Now, let's see what's going on in your situation. Let's see. What is the underlying energy? If you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you got to like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always that underlying energy that tells me why everyone's doing what they're doing. This is important when you're dealing with someone that wears a lot of masks, creates a lot of illusions, right? Okay, the word out is abandonment, abandonment. I feel like you're dealing with a person that, first of all, abandoned you, but they're in a place of abandonment right now. It's almost like, I think that they expected you to run after them. So also feel like this person like makes a lot of decisions based on like their comfortability. And the problem is that they're not comfortable in any relationship because again, they always have a fear of abandonment. And that's a problem because it feels like they have one foot in, one foot out. They give a lot of mixed messages. They're not going to be transparent. They're also not going to be emotionally available all the time because of this block. So this is the underlying energy. So that's important when we see all the behaviorisms that are going to come out. All right, now let's see. This person, again, didn't want to hear anything about anything. They acted like who they were. They had a big, cocky, attitude. I feel like they thought that they had a lot of options. If anything, they were extremely, self-righteous. Like, they're allowed to treat you however they want to treat you. They're never wrong. They're never going to apologize. They're arrogant. That's what it felt like to be in a connection with this person. And that you can trust them. You felt like they were always trying to get over on you, always deceiving, always trying to have one foot in, one foot out, always strategizing, always playing, never in their heart, never being vulnerable, never being transparent. Again, always scheming and deceiving. So you felt like this person gaslighted you a lot. They lied, they gaslighted, they created a lot of three-party situations to create a lot of drama. This person loves drama and they love to get over on people. They like people to give them a lot of feeling and emotion, but they also want to seem so desirable, right? That's why they have a lot of triangles, again, triangular type relationships where not everyone knows about everybody. Again, always scheming, always gaslighting to have the one up you, to always win. This person has a very low vibe energy. Again, and then when you call them out on it, they're going to be really dramatic about it. And that's the thing. I feel like this person, not that it matters why, but it's helpful to understand why. It doesn't matter, meaning the person's behaviorisms are still what they are, and you're not going to make a person that like this all of a sudden have good character unless they do the healing work. But understanding, like I said, why they do what they do, their abandonment. And their abandonment is, I'm afraid to get close. But in the fact that they've had people not really be there for them, don't really have an identity of their own. They chameleon. They turn into the person that they think that you want them to be. But the problem is that, like no one is everything what someone wants them to be. It's technically impossible. It's like, and we're not supposed to be. It's really important to have our own individuality, our own sense of self. And so what happens is that this person all of a sudden feels smothered and feels obligated to do and accommodate because they became a chameleon. They weren't their true self. That what happens is that they wind up abandoning the relationship because they give too much. They go from one extreme to another. Again, that's how they scheme. That's how they deceive. They want to get what they want out of the relationship, and what they want out of the relationship, whether that's emotional fulfillment, which I do believe, but it's also all the other perks that come with being in a serious relationship. However, this person's not transparent. They have one foot in, one foot out. You don't really know what they feel. And the reason why is because they're always up in their head. I think that they don't really know what they feel all the time, because I feel that they have these spiritual blocks that makes them overthink. And so what they wouldn't even think, they begin to think because they have trauma around relationships and people not sticking around. But that's because they don't have a good sense of who they are. They're a chameleon, again, molding to whoever they want to be with, but their relationships don't last. And their relationships don't last because they're not a real person. It's again, they wind up again going from one extreme to another, either giving too much and being too dutiful or not giving anything at all. But really, they desire this for someone to be with them that gives them. Because again, they're not really 100%. They're becoming all of this in order to gain trust from you. Once they gain the trust, and then what happens is they get bored within the relationship. So you're like, why did they get bored within the relationship? This person looks for happiness outside themselves. They try to create their life through obtaining things, through not really building the relationship the way a relationship is supposed to be built. Relationships are something that happen over time. You have to be transparent. You have to be compassionate. You have to be humble. You have to give something. This person is like, pretends to give something. They're not really giving anything, because once the relationship's over, that persona is gone. The illusions are gone. So again, I feel like this person had a lot of trauma in childhood, and they were taught to be a chameleon. They were taught that they needed to be someone like, and again, to be overly giving of their energy in order to be loved. Because this is almost like a repeating behavior. But the problem is that this person doesn't know how to be in a regular relationship, because they're not who they are, right? If they're coming from a persona, it takes a lot of energy to hide behind a persona. No one could ever get close to someone if all that they're showing is that. Where again, obviously, they need a lot of attention. They need a lot of attention because they're depleted, right? If we're not our true self and we're always wearing masks and creating personas, it creates a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy from us. And then we're not allowing anyone to really get close to us to really find us. So we're only having these surface relationships. So then on an emotional level, this person's depleted because they want the emotional support. Because again, here it is, they always need the spotlight. They always need attention. They want to seem loved. They don't show people the real them, right? People will love the real them, but it's again, they don't think so. That's why I said they create the facade, the illusion of who they want you to be. They're the chameleon. Once they have you, though, then obviously you require some emotional support. You require things back, and that's when the problem comes into play. This person doesn't really want to give, not because they don't want to give, but because that would require them getting close, and then they can't like continue with the persona. And it's all because of the trauma, right? It's all the trauma that this person has gone through. And the thing is, this person has created a lot of trauma within inside of you, but really it brought up a lot of unresolved trauma that they have. And they take out this trauma out on you. That's how it plays out in your life. Again, and you got tired of them living illusions. You don't know who you're dealing with. It's like with masks, illusions. You're not letting me get close. You're showing me a facade of you, but then you want to get close to me so that you can have the intimacy, again, that physicality. You want to be able to utilize my things as if we're in a real relationship, but you were feeling empty. Like, I'm feeling empty, and this is not a real relationship. It's an illusion of a relationship. You want me to think that I'm in a relationship, but I'm not. If anything, I feel as if you're manipulative, and I feel like you show more feelings for other people, including maybe a karmic, a past lover, where I don't really feel like this person has more love. I feel like they tend to like to give off the persona to make you feel insecure, because again, that will get them more, because again, hopefully trigger you, your insecurity, to give them more. That's what they usually do in order to not have to get close. That's not really what happened. I feel like it did trigger your insecurities, but wasn't where you gave them more. Like I said, that just it wound up triggering you and your insecurities, where I feel like it backfired on them, because it made them feel like you were being gaslighted. Like, you're like, I know that you don't really have feelings for that person. I know you don't really have feelings for the people that you pretend to, but you're not really like getting close to me either. And so at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's like, but you're always like, again, trying to manipulate me or to trigger me or scare me into, like, if I don't give you enough, then you're just going to go out and meet somebody else, that you're going to like cheat on me. So I don't know whether you cheated on me in the past. I don't know whether or not when you were with me, you had feelings, true feelings for me, or you again wanted me, but you wanted other people. I don't even know if you were really talking to those other people, but you were always creating illusion, like the spotlight was on you, that you were so desirable, hoping that I was going to give you more. But like I said, I feel like what wound up happening for you is you got tired. You got tired of this, Gemini. You were like, I'm tired. I don't know whether it's true or not. I don't know whether you're running around on me. I don't know whether you're just creating illusions, like what you're doing with me. You're creating illusions. So I don't know what's real and what's not. And I feel like I said, it didn't create more obsession, where you would be obsessed like with them, trying to figure out what's going on in their life and chasing them and giving them more. What happened is it actually repelled you. So now they're in a place of, I'm sure, trying to figure out, trying to figure out how to fix this if they want to be with you. Let's see. Or not caring. Let's find out. And I say that only because this person wouldn't get close. They wouldn't be in their heart space with you. They kept strategizing. So this one fell out, and this is, yeah, this person like wants to figure out, wants to figure out how to come back into your life. It's like, but I feel like there's a sense of, I don't know. I feel like a little bit of underhandedness there here. Almost like, yeah, like I have to come back in and do it again. Try to come back to transform this, because they feel like part of it is they're triggered, where where they feel like a loss of power. Like at one time, like you really had feelings for them, and now like you don't have feelings, and that's overshadowing how they feel, and it's affecting them because like this person wears a mask normally, right? They wear a mask. It even said it here, a mask here. And what you did is you overshadowed them. That's what it feels like to them, even though you didn't overshadow them. What you did was you blocked them. You blocked them from coming into your life and disrupting your life. You said so this person is trying to figure out a way. They're trying to like get ideas to try and come back into your life. But they know that they have a lot of unresolved issues. There's a lot of unresolved issues that within this connection. There's unresolved issues within their own life. They have a lot of baggage, like literally. They're just, I feel like that's really what they're trying to avoid. They want to come back into your life, but they know that they're blocked from you because of their baggage. That they can't figure out how to mastermind. So really, it's like it's put them in a place where I don't really feel like they're going to do anything, but believe it or not, except for some self-improvement. This person is pushing them into a place of reflection because they don't really know how to fix this. But it's also like the relationship, like making them look at themselves. Look, this is my chameleon card. Whenever it comes, I forget to take it out because it's like there's nothing on it. Because at this point, it's like I feel like things are happening in your life that you're getting a lot of attention, and that's also helping this person to like heal. And the reason why is because you're not chasing them. You didn't try to fix this. This did not play out the way that they thought that it would. If they would have never like agreed to like do some self-healing. But at this point, it's like it's the end. There's a sense of, I also see this curtain call card as like it's the end. It's like the curtain's dropping, like they need to fix it. And they need to fix it because things are happening within your life. Attention is on you. You're getting some sort of recognition. And really, it's like this person is tired of being in a situation that it's not really what it seems. It's just a facade. They're tired of it, of it, where your life is real. Like you're not creating facades, you're not wearing a mask. You connected with this person. You thought that they were a real person. You had feelings for this person. And so there's the sense of, again, things are happening in your life, and this person feels like you're going to leave them behind. So they would actually really want to try to figure out how to work on this connection, but they know that they can't come back into your life until they're healed. So they're actually feeling like maybe somewhere down the line that they would wait for like almost like a timing thing. Because like I said, this person is healing themselves. They're in a place of where they're doing a lot of self-reflection and self-improvement, because they're saying like, why did I create like this? And you may not be with this person, but either way, they know if in order for them to be in any type of good relationship, or even to feel good at this time, they would need to like create balance in their life. They need to again do the healing. They need to elevate their consciousness. And so they may not know in that terminology, I need to like heal my consciousness, but they know that they need, it's time for them to unload some of that baggage, to look at it, because it's again continues to play out in their relationships. If they didn't treat you right, um, they expected you to give more. They thought that they were dealing with someone wounded here. You're not wounded. You're elevated. And that's a thing. This person knows that this connection, like he's ascending them. Is but again, ascension in spiritually, because they still have feelings and you didn't act the way that they expected you to act. I need you to trust that I am, trust and believe me that I am working towards coming back with you. So this person again is doing the healing work to come back to you, but they're not in a good place. You know, this person like feels like the universe has brought you into their life for a reason. They know that only because they're like, I still have feelings for you. It's like where I shouldn't. I just need to like heal my inner child, okay? I need to heal my inner child. And I think that if you're a mirror of who and what comes into your life, that you too need to heal your inner child as well. So that's what's going on. This person wants to come back. They want to fix it. But they know that, you know, they have to do the healing first. So again, are you going to take this person back? I mean, how do you feel? We'll pull one card to just see, to get an idea. It's time for me to heal now. So I feel like this is still your person, like it's time for them to still to heal now. However, for some of you, I feel like you guys are like in your healing mode, mainly because of what this person did. But that means that how they treated you brought up wounds, right? Brought up past traumas that had the same karmic themes as what this person did. So if you're in a place of healing, then you and this person are mirroring each other's energy right now. So let's see, why did you attract this person into your life? First card out, dance. Second card, unworthy. These are your inner child wounds. Laughter, not all of the wounds, but shadows, I should say. Loner, and suppression. So I feel like your inner child wounds are not only where you have wounds, but you have gifts that have not been fully developed yet. So they're parts of yourself that you've created shadows because you don't know like who you are, whether that's a gift or that's again a wound. You know, you have to cultivate the gift. You have to like integrate the wound. So the wound would be feeling unworthy and feeling like you needed to be alone, like you were a loner because, again, you were always suppressed and suppressed your feelings, the way, like what your needs, again, just who you are. So when we grow up in an environment where we don't feel safe to be ourselves. So I feel like, again, laughter and dance are the two things that needed to be integrated. So when you grow up in an environment where you don't feel supported and you feel like, again, your energy is being suppressed, that's, again, doesn't make you feel good. It makes you feel like very small. And again, then you're more worried about what other people think than, again, what you're doing. Because, again, people that are suppressed don't voluntarily go into being suppressed. That's again, a lot of times a survival mechanism also from being around people that are toxic. It's like we shrink our energy. I feel like you grew up in an environment that was that way because, again, this unworthy card here, and this is really how this person made you feel, like you're not really that important. It's not that you weren't important, it's that they were mainly protecting their heart. However, but what it looked like. And again, loner, you grew up in an environment where you felt unworthy, well, you're not going to ask your parents and other people for help a lot of times because you're going to have trust issues. If a parent makes you feel unworthy, again, that's psychological trauma, that's emotional trauma. So again, we just feel safer being by ourselves. We become like exceptionally independent, which I believe that this is one of the reasons why your person didn't feel the need that they had to really give anything also. So what really spirit is saying is, it's like you have to find your own rhythm. You have to find your own, like dance. I always see as being able to go with the flow of life. And that's through your unique individuality. The dance of life is to, we don't have control over what goes on in our environment, but what helps us to get through is fun, is passion, is things that are going to bring in positive energy. So really spirit says is that that's really what you did. You kind of laugh at this person. Like there's a sense of laughing at this person because they really thought that it was going to affect you, and it really didn't affect you. Like I said, if anything, it affected this person more. However, it's not that you didn't have childhood wounds. You do. It's that what it did is it brought out, like again, um, feelings unworthy, having someone like not give you anything, suppressed because they don't want to share their experiences with you. They don't want you to share their experiences with them. It's again, suppressed means keeping down, making you feel like you're beneath what you deserve also. And this it would actually make you want to feel like a loner. But what heals that is passion. What heals that is that when we connect to things that again make us laugh, again integrating more of that energy. It's, again, if we grew up in a place where we felt unworthy, well, there would be a lack of laughter and passion and fun and excitement and that childlike energy that spirit says you need more of that energy. It's if you attracted a person like that and you expected them to give you joy and happiness and passion in the beginning, they weren't capable. You walking away, once you walked away, that gave this person a slap across the face, and where they finally realized what's going on here, they weren't willing to wake up. So again, they played a lot of games. They were pretty much sure that they could get what they want. Like we see that people do change, but like I said, it's really important whether like you were with this person or not to step into your true self, like where you're doing things that are going to fill you up with joy and happiness, that you like happy life. I mean, otherwise, how do you get through the difficult times in life? Never mind a difficult relationship. You don't have balance. And so this relationship is actually helping you elevate too, because they didn't give you what you needed or desired, but spirit says they weren't supposed to. You were supposed to be doing that for yourself. Once you did it for yourself, or you're walking away and finally doing it for yourself, that's when this person comes back, because there is a soul connection. They just thought, I'm going to do it this way because it's safer and better for me. And that's, again, that a type of relationship you want to be in, because that's a very selfish relationship, a very one-sided relationship, Gemini. So we're going to end this reading off with spirit saying, it's all about, if you're going to be in a relationship with this person, it's about taking it one step at a time. See the mountains ahead and dedicate yourself to taking just one small step at a time. Make progress by staying focused on the present moment, not, again, past experiences, not on what you perceive that this person should have done, what they could do. Again, be in the moment by staying present on, again, on what's happening in that moment. And so that you can regain ease of living, because like I said, relationships shouldn't be turbulent. If they're turbulent, that's a sign that your life is imbalanced, right? Because we don't allow people to stir up craziness and drama in our life. And the spirit says, in the moment that there's no passion and there's no happiness, really just happiness, then there's no passion. So joy, happiness is what needs to be cultivated to balance this relationship out. All right. But that means joining other things so that you're not, so that it's balanced. Because this person is kind of going to look for you to give them a little bit too much, I feel like, because remember, they're going from one extreme to another, and that's the thing. It's like balance is what needs to be created here for you and them more, but they will become more by how balanced you are. You're the one that's going to like direct the relationship, believe it or not. And that's through how you hold yourself. All right, I'm going to leave that there. And that's for those of you that want this relationship. Some of you guys are not going to want this relationship, and some of you guys are. Like I said, right now, you're like, again, are sad because, again, it didn't work out. But I do believe that there is love. I believe that this person just needs to redeem themselves and try to do so. I mean, who knows by the time they come back? And again, this is collective freedom. Some will take this person back, and a lot of you guys won't. But in this story, again, the person has an opportunity to fix it. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, Gemini.